Kathy, thanks for coming.
Hi.
You look great.
Thanks.
Tell me a little bit about your life since the surgery.
Well, originally I had planned to take, 3 months off so nobody would notice that I had had surgery. Well, the minute people started to see me, they were like, oh my gosh, you got so much rest, you look fantastic, and they knew immediately, I know you had a facelift, right? And so I had to come clean, but I began to realize, if they didn't notice, then it really wasn't a worthwhile surgery. And I can't go anywhere to meet friends or like to work without them saying, let me see your face again, wait a minute, because I work in surgery and I wear a mask and they're let me see. That is so great. You don't look like you had a facelift at all, so I feel great, because right now I look in the mirror and this is me now.
Right.
I forget what I used to look like, but every day I have someone saying how great I look, and it's really nice.
So tell me a little bit about yourself before the surgery. What brought you to my office?
Well, I had always planned that I was going to have a facelift at 50, and I kind of started, not being sure if I wanted to do that, and I don't know if it was that birthday or what, but I started looking in the mirror and I just couldn't stand it. You get to the point where makeup just doesn't do it anymore, and I decided I was going to do it. And years ago, I had seen you in surgery,
right.
And I knew when I saw you that you were the one. I've never really liked any plastic surgeons I met, and I thought, he's the one. And I don't know if you remember, but I started asking you about it. It was just meant to be, because when I went to write something down in my closet, I picked up the pen, and your name was on the pen. I don't know how I found that pen, but I thought, this is him. So
it was meant to be. Everything happens for a reason.
Everything worked out perfectly.
When I saw you in the office before the surgery, you looked a little bit tired, and I could tell that you wanted help. That you had reached the point where, even though you didn't feel tired,
right?
You looked a little bit more worn down than you felt.
Right, and I was embarrassed to be coming and asking for help for my face, because I thought, well, it's not something I have to do. And I kept saying, I know I don't have to do this, but I just want to. And you're so good about making me feel comfortable with the decision I made and not feeling stupid for doing something like that. But I just needed it for my self-esteem. I really did. And I know now that I'm so glad I did it.
I can tell. Just when I see you in the hallways and I just see you in the office, I can tell that it made a really big difference.
It did. It did.
That really gives me a lot of satisfaction to see that.
Yeah.
For a lot of patients, overcoming that first step, the feeling that, this is silly, it's superficial,
right.
I don't need this, I shouldn't have surgery that I don't medically need. But you know what? Once you get over that first hurdle and you come into the office and you look at the computer screen and you see what you could look like, and you realize that it's really not that difficult. The hard part is making the phone call, making the appointment, and just really admitting to yourself that, yeah, maybe you need help, and maybe you don't like the way you look, the way you feel about the way you look,
yes.
When you look in the mirror. So once you overcome that hurdle and you come in, we try to make the process as friendly as possible. I try to treat every patient like family. Every patient, is important. And, we have a philosophy at the practice, that's very sort of family-oriented. It's one doctor, one exam room. It's not, we try not to give that, factory-type feeling.
And you definitely do that. Even my sister, my sister came to you and she said, I only saw them once. And when I called them, they knew who I was immediately, just by my voice. And your staff, everyone is amazing. You feel like part of the family. You feel like you belong there. Whenever you call, come in, it's just such a great atmosphere, and that's what I tell everybody.
That's really nice, and that's a great compliment that you sent your sister to us also.
Yes, I tell everybody now. Now I've gotten over, everybody knowing that I had plastic surgery. Now I carry a stack of your cards in my purse, and I just tell people,
That's really nice to hear. That's fabulous. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing your experience. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
For more information and to receive your complimentary consultation and digital imaging session, call 1-888-VAL-BODY or visit us on the web at valbody.com.